All right, let's just jump right in. Imagine this. You're finally relaxing on the couch after a long day, and then bam, it hits you out of nowhere. This sudden tight pain in your chest, you can't catch your breath, your heart is just pounding, and one scary thought just takes over everything.
And that thought is this a heart attack? It's the question that just sends a jolt of panic through you, right? But here's the thing, and this might actually surprise you. Most of the time, the answer is no.
Yeah, you heard that right. A whopping 80% of people who go to the ER thinking the worst, well, it turns out to be something much less scary, like, bad gas or an anxiety attack. So the big question is, in that moment of panic, how on earth do you tell the difference? Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down for you.
Okay, but before we go any further, this is super important. I mean it. If you are feeling any of this stuff right now, stop what you're doing and get medical help immediately. Seriously, your health is the only thing that matters.
All right, with that out of the way, let's get into the first big difference. Think of it like this. Your body is sending you a message. The trick is knowing how to read it. And the first clue is what the pain actually feels like. So, let's look at the personality of each type of pain. Gas pain, it's usually sharp, kind of like a quick jab. Anxiety can feel sharp too, but it often comes with this intense tightness, like your whole chest is in a vice. A heart attack, well, that's a whole different animal. It's not stabbing, it's this deep, heavy, crushing weight.
And this is where a really cool little trick comes in handy. They call it the one-finger test. It's simple. If you can take one finger and point to the exact spot where it hurts, it's very, very unlikely to be your heart. Why? Because heart pain is deep and spread out, not something you can just poke.
You've probably heard that famous description, right? It feels like an elephant is sitting on your chest. That's exactly it. It's not a pain you can point to with a finger. You'd have to use your whole hand to show where it is. It's this massive pressure, like you're being crushed. Okay, so that's the sensation. Now for difference number 2, the movement test. Basically, how does the pain react when you move? This can tell you so much. So ask yourself, does the pain change when I do something? Like if you take a deep breath and the pain suddenly gets way worse. That's a big clue it could be gas. If you try to take a deep breath and it feels like you just can't because everything's so tight, that sounds more like anxiety. But a heart attack, that pain doesn't care what you do. It's just there. It doesn't get better or worse if you breathe or move. It's constant.
All right, let's get to difference number 3. And honestly, this might be the most important one of all. This is what doctors call the golden rule. It's all about looking for the body's other clues.
See, your body is smart. It usually sends out more than one warning signal. If it's gas, your stomach will probably let you know. You might feel bloated or be burping, you know the drill. If it's anxiety, you might get that weird tingling in your fingers or lips from breathing too fast. But the combo of symptoms for a heart attack, that's in a league of its own. And it's really important we know exactly what they are. Okay, really listen up here. It's the crushing chest pressure plus other things happening at the same time. The pain might travel up to your jaw, feels kind of like a bad toothache. Your left arm might feel super heavy, just like a lead weight. And maybe the biggest red flag of all, breaking out in a sudden, cold sweat. If you've got that combination of things happening, that's not wait and see time, that's call for help time. Okay, on to our fourth key difference. This one is all about context. What was happening right before the pain started? Because the trigger can tell you almost everything you need to know, and this is where things get kind of weird and backward. With anxiety, the pain often waits to pounce until you finally relax. You get through a crazy day, you sit down, and then it hits you. A heart attack is usually the opposite. It's typically triggered when you're doing something physical, when your heart is working hard and needs more oxygen.
So let's play this out. First scenario, did the pain show up right after a big, greasy meal?
If the answer is yes, you should be thinking gas.
Okay, next. Did the pain hit you when you were finally trying to unwind after a super stressful day?
That has anxiety written all over it.
And last one, the big one. Did the pain start while you were physically doing something, like climbing stairs or lifting something heavy?
That is a huge red flag for a heart attack.
Okay, we're at our fifth and final difference. And please pay close attention to this one, because all the classic rules we just talked about, they don't apply to everyone. And this is a critical warning, especially for women and people with diabetes.
You know how in the movies, someone having a heart attack always grabs their chest dramatically? Well, real life isn't always like that.
For women, especially over 50, a heart attack might not involve that crushing pain at all. It could feel like extreme, sudden exhaustion, or even a burning feeling in their stomach that feels like heartburn. And for people with diabetes, it's even trickier. Nerve damage can mean they feel no chest pain whatsoever. Their only signs might be getting really dizzy, that cold sweat we talked about, or suddenly feeling like they can't breathe.
So let's just recap everything with a quick mental checklist. 1. Can you point to the exact spot? 2. Does moving or breathing change the pain? If yes to those, it's probably gas or anxiety. But 3. Do you have deep pressure plus a cold sweat and pain in your jaw or arm? That's when you have to act fast. That is an emergency.
Look, the point of all this isn't to make you more scared. It's the opposite. It's to give you clarity in a moment of panic. Knowing this stuff can either help you calm down or, and this is way more important, it could help you save a life. Maybe even your own. Your body is talking to you all the time. The real question is, are you listening